What's going on, Bitcoin Cash fam? I'm here, I'm making a video. It's been a little bit since I post, and I actually accidentally deleted my last video, so I'll be reposting that. I'll put the same thumbnail, that way if you've seen it, you won't watch it again, but I'll go ahead and repost that along with this video today, hopefully. And I have a couple things I wanted to discuss, mainly the altcoin market in general, just in how it will affect Bitcoin Cash right now. If you noticed, OMG network, Osmisigo, I don't know if anybody's followed that token. If you've been around since 2017, it was highly supported by Vitalik Buterin a couple years ago. It's a second layer protocol running on ERC20 token, I believe, on Ethereum to kind of lower gas fees and kind of address the scalability solution for Ethereum. You can read on the project, but it's a big project that's been around, that's survived and provided, or proved and provided liquidity in the bear market, which I think that is the ultimate thing that is kind of the signal to me that this coin's not going anywhere. It's been supported by a number of it's gotten tons of patronage from a lot of big names in the community. So I think that that token, or that coin, is here to stay, even though I believe it is an ERC20 token. And I'm not real, in some of my videos, I'm not real big on ERC20 tokens and the fundamental element of they're just basically creating money out of nowhere with a use case. So this one, however, is it's not going anywhere. It's been around. Quantum, ticker QTUM. Quantum's been around for quite a while as well. These two coins have been really performing well just in the last few days, over 100% up. OMG's 300% up in the last 3 months. Quantum, I think, is probably one of the next coins in the short term, going for a yearly or 3-year high. I don't know if it's going to go to an all-time high right this second, but it's definitely on the way. OMG is definitely on the way. So look into those coins. Not to buy, just to see the trend, because if you wanted to buy those coins, I think the time to do that was probably a couple days ago at the latest, and then the last 3 years, of course, where you could have gotten them for hundreds of percents cheaper. But the reason I'm bringing these two coins up in particular is how it affects the altcoin market, and essentially will affect Bitcoin Cash, other cryptos, and how these altcoins are basically just this giant liquidity pool that kind of just shuffles this money back and forth using high frequency trading that trades hundreds and thousands of transactions per microsecond. I mean, it's just incredibly fast. There's no way for us to, you heard about this gerbil or whatever that was like outperforming the S&P or whatever like that. But these are all just narrative stories to kind of just bring the attention on to crypto. These aren't things that people should just sit around and go, oh, did this really happen? Or is this fact, or is this fiction? It just doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is that these trading pairs on all these altcoins are paired with Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero. I mean, as the trading pairs grow, the liquidity essentially grows as well, because it just allows us more points of entry, points of exit, and just more dollars in the system, basically, or just more currency, fiat currencies in the system, which ultimately drives up the price and ultimately will allow us to calculate these huge gains. So OMG, OMG, ticker OMG, QTUM, look into them. I wouldn't look into buying them. I would just look into them so you can kind of see the trend, and kind of see the trend where I go with this video. And some of my other kind of predictions are kind of based on these trends. I don't look at technical analysis with crypto, and I think whoever does, and whoever tries to sell you on the Fibonacci level and the Bollinger Bands are signaling that we're going to break out, it's just a bunch of horseshit. Technicals don't really apply to crypto. They never have. In my last video, a couple videos back, I talked about how Hacker Noon did an actual study where they took a bunch of data points and plotted them, and over I think it was a 3-year span, and basically, given enough data points, they were able to prove, and from an analytical standpoint and a technical standpoint, that there just are no technicals that apply to crypto. The minute that you think a cup and handles form, it could just drop. So, none of these things matter. The only thing that matters is the narratives and the historical movements of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, the alt market, and how they've performed in general together. I think this rally is happening quite different from 2017, and then the rally in 2016 also with some of the altcoins like Ethereum Classic and some of the bigger name alts where they took their initial jump up, and then they went down in 2017, and then they went to all-time highs at the end of 2017. I think that this rally is being controlled by the exchanges. It's being a little bit more drawn out because they're trying to just kind of give the finger to anybody who's trying to predict what's going on. I mean, you hear everybody online trying to predict this is what's going on. Well, nobody knows what's going on. Let's face that first and foremost. Nobody knows what's going on. One thing that we do know that's going on in terms of Bitcoin Cash and the price is that it's going to go up. There's merchants that are accepting Bitcoin Cash that's growing where you could not believe. You can now, and you look, and don't just take my advice. Look this stuff up for yourself. Mastro's Restaurants. You guys are familiar with that restaurant chain. It's part of Landry's, which is part of it's the biggest restaurant holding group in the world. The owner also owns, I think, the Dallas Mavericks or some kind of sports team. But they now accept Bitcoin Cash. You can scan your QR code, use various wallets, and pay for Bitcoin Cash at their restaurant. Verifone partnership with BitPay, I think, is a huge milestone. So all these things that we were seeing in 2017 that were being speculated that were driving up the price of a lot of these ICOs and cryptos and altcoins in general, these are actually becoming realities now. So it's a little bit different in saying something's going to happen and then see it with your own two eyes and see that the partnerships that are happening through, like I said, BitPay, Verifone, and just some numerous other things. I mean, this crackdown in China, all that's done is allow more wealthy families, Chinese, to have access to crypto, while the normal middle-class person now, it's a lot harder. You know, they'll have to go to localbitcoins.com, or, you know, it's a little bit harder for them to have crypto now. But my point is this stuff isn't slowing down. If anything, it's speeding up, and it kind of is speeding up in kind of the same sense of how inflation speeds up and happens really quick. By the time everybody knows what's going on with inflation, it's too late. It's already spiraled out of control, and it's growing exponentially according to how panicked everybody is finding out about it. I mean, in the crypto is kind of the same way. It's been kind of trailing up this last year and a half, kind of just been kind of creeping up. But right now we're still at the very, very early stages of Bitcoin Cash and a lot of some of these altcoins going up, that once they start really making their leaps up, and that's when everybody's going to start panicking and go, oh my God, I'm missing out on this. I got to go into it. And at that point, it's too late. It's just going up so fast that it's just crazy to even think how many thousands of percentage gains that are coming to Bitcoin Cash, because this rally doesn't have to be like 2017 where, Bitcoin went from, or Core Coin went from, Bitcoin Core went from what, $700 in like a year and a half to like 20 grand. This could be more like, I don't know, 2015 or 2012, where, you saw like 20,000% gains. And I think that this is a very real possibility. I don't think that, Bitcoin Core has to go to 100 grand to wake up the world. I think it could go to 1 million and wake up the world just as efficiently. And you might be saying, oh, well, Chadwick, how do you expect it to gain, several trillion in market cap? Well, you'd be surprised. This thing is catches on pretty quickly. And when people start going to Costco and other retailers that they use every single day, and they start seeing that option to pay for Bitcoin Cash, or, do you want to pay with crypto, or do you want to pay with, crypto of your choice? That's when you're going to see the floodgates just really open, and you're going to see a lot of people just kind of just rush into this stuff. Not to mention all the liquidity and stuff that's already there provided by the exchanges. A lot of people are taking their money off and putting them in cold wallets and stuff like that, and we're seeing a lot of people, more money coming off the exchanges right now than coming back on. So a lot of these people are kind of really catching on to how this stuff really works and where to put your safekeepings and stuff like that. So it's not just the everyday Joe buying crypto. These everyday Joes that are buying crypto are actually doing their due diligence and their research, and finding out a little more in depth about how this stuff trades, how it works, the ways you can protect it and things like that. So it's not just the idiot buying crypto anymore. It's the sophisticated idiot learning more about crypto and finding out that this is how it works. This is how, the best way of storing it and things like that. Yeah, OMG, Quantum, these coins have gone down today, but overall for the last 3 months and the last week and the last couple days, really specifically, they've been going 100% up, 80% up. So they're a little down today, but what do you know? Bitcoin Cash, BSV, Monero, a couple other coins have jumped up. So this is kind of that same pattern where we see a big name altcoin, OMG, Quantum, and I don't like to say the new ones because they haven't proven themselves in the bear market. We'll see where those are at like later on, if there's another bear market or as things retract and stuff like that, we'll see where they exist. But when you see these coins go up 180% in a week and 2-3 days, and then you see them go down and you see another altcoin shoot up, this is that behavior that we saw, that I've observed in 2017, where you wake up and you start seeing these 120% gains, and then you wake up the next day, you see 250% gains, and it's like when you think it's going to slow down, it speeds up. So I think that the crypto system in general, based on trading pairs and how many trading pairs there are, the list goes on. More trading pairs, more liquidity, the more entries and exit points people are able to do. I think that's where you're really going to see this crypto rally kind of stand apart from previous rallies, and it'll stand out to be one of the biggest rallies in history. Yeah, and like I said, I don't really have a prediction of an actual price of where Bitcoin Cash is going. If you do the price formula right now on Bitcoin Cash at 0.21 of a Bitcoin when Bitcoin Cash was released, and that's just going off history. That's not to say that it will ever return there or it will not surpass there 100 times. And look at Doge, if you don't believe me on that, it can go up, it could go down, but just right now we're sitting at almost 10K, 97, I think I calculated last night, like $9,740 on Bitcoin Cash, in reference to a 0.21 of a Bitcoin. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but that's just kind of how undervalued it is right now. And then you add derivatives on top of that, derivatives trading on top of that, and you add grayscale and how much Bitcoin Cash is actually being suppressed in terms of true price value and where it could be going. You add those things, kind of stack them on top of each other. I think that we're ready here to have an explosive outbreak on price. If you look at OMG and you look at Quantum, those two coins are doing exactly that right now, and they don't have all the suppression that Bitcoin Cash has been experiencing over the last 3 years, with people buying it and not trading it and holding it, and derivatives on top of it, and grayscale piling millions of dollars into it, billions of dollars under assets with trading pairs now controlling it. So it really is being suppressed a lot, and I think that we're going to see a major breakout sooner than later. It doesn't have to happen next week. It doesn't even have to happen in the next month or next 3 months or by the end of the year that everybody's claiming. Everybody's like really wanting everything to go super high up by the end of the year based on all they're doing, guys, is they're going back and looking at 2016 they're going back and looking at previous halvings, and then they're timing a year and a half out, and they're saying this is what's going to happen. But what if it goes up by the end of the year and then everybody sells, and then 2022 it goes up even more? So I think we're going to see a very, very parabolic shift in Bitcoin Cash and BSV and some of these other cryptos like Zcash. I bought some Zcash the other day, actually. I bought 12 or 14 Zcash, because I think that you're going to see some of these coins, like privacy coins like Dash, Monero, Zcash, become kind of like these like rare earth metals in the crypto space, just because you can send money to an address, but then there's no way to track where the money goes from that address, or how long it's been sitting in that address, or what happened from that address. And it's almost like a support to the backbone of crypto, because there's no telling how much money is in some of these privacy coins, really. I mean, there's the volume that we see on exchanges that is very, very likely manipulated almost on every exchange, but we don't really know how much is in there. There's the realized value, the realized market cap of a coin, and then there's the actual market cap of the coin, and in some of these privacy coins, the actual market cap and the realized are you can't even look at the two. So you know, maybe some of these privacy coins are where some of this stuff is going in terms of explosive prices. So I'm diversifying. I am holding more Bitcoin Cash than I am obviously any other altcoin. But you know, if you support some coins, you know, buy a little bit. You know, that's how these coins became where they are today. It's how Bitcoin Core became what it is today, is because people are showing support by purchasing them and spending them and holding them if they're not spending them, and trading them, and that's how it goes. That's what happened with Silk Road. That's what happened with a lot of payments up till 2017 when Blockstream ruined Bitcoin Core. So that's kind of where we need to do now, guys. If you guys support this stuff, give it a not only just a thumbs up, but actually buy some. You know what I mean? Coming at 16 minutes, so I think this video is kind of gonna be concluded, and I will upload that video that got deleted just because of the fact that I think it's good material. It's on why Bitcoin maximalists are holding their Bitcoin Cash and BSV, and like I said, that video got deleted by me on accident. It just was, I went up to my YouTube tab where my videos, and it said there was this video uploading, and I thought it was just a little glitch, so I just simply deleted it, and then it deleted my video. So I was a little bummed out about that, considering it had 509 views, which is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, but it was my highly watched video. So I will be reposting that video along with this video, and I will be trying to give videos at least once a week. I mean, you'd think that I would have enough time to post a video once a week, but you know, where does the time go, guys? You know, I feel like I'm an option order about to expire, and time decay is just working against me. But I feel like I had no time to make a video, so I will try to make at least 1 or 2 videos. I'd like to get to a point where I'm making 2 or 3 videos a week, and I do have some more time available to make videos in this upcoming week, so I plan to do just that. Because I appreciate you guys watching, and I really do this from a genuine standpoint on price discovery for Bitcoin Cash, and to give awareness about Bitcoin Cash, and to bring you the news that you might not be hearing about Bitcoin Cash online, stuff like that. So you know, where do I go to watch my news? It's not CNBC. It's not, you know, it's not Wall Street or anything like that. I go to read.cash. You know, that's a good one, read.cash. I go to the BTC Reddit, RBTC, not Bitcoin, RBTC Reddit, and I get a lot of my news from there. So I'll end this video, guys. I hope you guys have a great start of your week. I'll try to get this video online today, and I'll repost that other video. If you already watched it, maybe give it a like or whatever. It had a lot of comments on it, but I'm not sure if the algorithm will be saved with all those views that I got, but hopefully this channel is moving in the right direction, because I have good intentions for everybody watching this channel. My goal really is to give everybody the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Or what is that from? But you know what I mean, guys. I'm here to give you guys like real stuff. I don't want it to be like this channel that's just filling your ears through a bunch of technicals, and you know, I'm not going to get in a bunch of technicals. It just doesn't apply. So I think I pretty much covered what's going on. Shoot me a comment, shoot me a like button, and let's try to spread Bitcoin Cash. I've been getting a couple people at my work recently into Bitcoin Cash. I sent them a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, and you know, they were kind of like, oh shoot, you know, this is cool. Like, they have wallets already that accept Bitcoin Cash. They just are holding cryptos like SHIB, and some of these cryptos that are just like, you know, what are these things? What's the use cases? So I sent them a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, and I even had one dude yesterday at my work, really cool guy. He said, I'm only gonna make my roommates pay in Bitcoin Cash for their rent, because it's fast, and I'm gonna make them use Bitcoin Cash. And it's just little things like this, guys. If you can send somebody Bitcoin Cash and you can get them to open a wallet, that will really get them, you know, really super excited. You can send them $5, $10, and you know, it really makes a difference, guys, because they actually can see that they can spend this stuff, and they actually understand the dynamic of how crypto and what crypto is made for. this was supposed to be a peer-to-peer electronic system. It wasn't just supposed to be this giant speculation of tulip bubble 2021. It was supposed to be, you know, payment systems, no banks, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're going with this stuff. Bitcoin Cash, guys. Send some people Bitcoin Cash, and you guys have a great rest of your day.